Yo, guys, what is going on? Ali here, back again with another review. I have not said that in a long ass time. But welcome, guys, to another review for Bleach, the Thousand Year Blood War arc, part 2, episode 1, or episode 14. And it has been a good minute, but actually, the more that I think about it, kind of feels like it was October, like yesterday, some last year, that we got the part 1 of the Thousand Year Blood War arc, and we were all just hyped and excited, and we watched it. It was absolutely one of the greatest comebacks in anime history, period. All of it was amazing. Visuals were clean. Everything was fantastic. The ending theme song, the opening theme, and everything. All of it was just absolutely phenomenal. And part 2 has come out July 8th this year, this summer. It is amazing. The first, let's just talk about the first episode. Let's talk about the opening. Absolute fire, clear, like amazing. Again, another great, rock. It felt a little bit more rock than Scar from Tatsuya from part 1 for the Thousand Year Blood War. It felt a little bit more rock in this opening, but it was phenomenal. And bro, the scenes, the sequences, animation in the opening with the bro, I love it so much because it gave first of all, everybody got some fire drip and everything, from Rukia and Byakuya and Renji all the way to Orihime and Chad and even Uryu and stuff like that. And the way that it was shown, it was like a story of what is going on right now and what is going to happen, but in a way that's not literally like Soul Reapers and Quincy's fighting stuff, but as this is why I love the sequences and everything. The entirety of the opening is that you see them it shows. It's not that there's spoilers and stuff, but it shows sequences and moments of interactions with characters in a different way than what we are going to see them interacting. Because say, off the top of my head, when you see Basby throwing a ball at Hitsugaya and Rangiku in the opening, what does that tell you? There's going to be an interaction with them. You got the moment with Zaraki and the flowers. You might think anime onlys, you might think who those flowers are for, but you don't. And bro, oh my gosh, the visuals are so freaking good. And we got to see one person in the opening that you didn't see in part 1 that's going to come about in part 2. This part 2 is going to go nuts. They're already invading the Soul Society, or the entire Seirete is gone, the science division stated, everything, the Seirete is just gone. And you got the Hashful, and you got Uryu, and you got Yuak up there just standing there waiting, the invasion's complete and everything. And bro, I'm hyped and I'm excited, but also something I did not expect for some reason. At the beginning of the episode for part 2, the premiere, we see the origins of Yuak in the beginning, and the visual of it, peak phenomenal, dude. You see, technically that girl, that mother, whatever, that was holding him, it's not really his mother. And as you realize, later in the arc, you're gonna realize who Juhabak or Yuak actually is. I ain't gonna say nothing about that. That visual, first of all, the visuals of this episode, peak phenomenal. You got that moment in the beginning, the opening sequence of Yuak, the origin, the story of Yuak coming into being, who he is coming into being and stuff. You see the baby and all these hands, praising this child that came to be from nothing or whatever. And then you also see, those red lines that connect all those hands, and all those hands turning to bone and everything, and then Juak awakens, and then like they have the whole sequence of all the Stern Ritters standing there, and then like honestly something that made me crack up laughing was Juak saying that like the Soul Reapers like pretty much like wrongfully like tried to wipe them out and stuff, whatever. Made me laugh. I don't remember if part one showed what really happened or something, but it just made me laugh. So I'm not gonna say like his statement of that, saying that like they're gonna eliminate the Soul Reapers for what they did 1,000 years ago to us, like savagely attack the Quincy's, and I'm like, bitch, you invaded the Soul Society. They weren't doing shit to you guys, but you decided to invade them, which made me laugh so much. I'm like Yuak is so mentally like in his own head and shit. Like it is absolutely ridiculous just how he like thinks, like a true like like some people like called him like evil Jesus and stuff, which is like kind of seeing like the origin of how he came to be, like and everything from the opening of the episode and stuff. Phenomenal. Again, like the sequences are great, and then him saying that like Uryu is the successor, and everybody's like, wait, what the hell is that and stuff. And I gotta say, bro, Bambi, baby girl, that one dude, she's like, hey, I'm in a bad mood, come to my room, and that dude was blushing. I'm like, that, not gonna lie, great way to go out. Dude gets sliced in half, and the way he says, like, like, and dies and stuff, gets split in half. Bro. Oh, the sound effects. Nasty. But like, that's a way to go out, man. He hit that, and then she killed him immediately after. Like, bro, she didn't want him to say anything to his boys and shit. Like, yo, I hit that. And then like, so she shut him up, killed him. Like, bro, nuts. And then all the other girls, because there's an imposter among them. I'll let you figure that shit out. But anyways, like seeing them, like I already am annoyed by the character Giselle, which you'll understand why. Like uncomfortable character, like I'm already like dry heaving whenever I see the character and like the character speaking, and I'm like, like I don't like it. And all of like those female Sternritter is like, let's just say they're the fakest bitches, like fakest friends, female friends around, like period. The fake ass bitch. We'll just say that. I'm not gonna say anything else. But like saying Candace, like baby girl and shit. But like seeing them was like really cool. Like everybody being pissed off that like Uryu is the one that like became like hit like Yuhawk's like successor and everything. Like why did he turn to Basby, getting pissed off and everything. Seeing all these interactions from what like I've watched or what I've read in the manga, it's just really cool to see that, and like them being pissed off and Hoshfeld being like not being pissed off, he doesn't really care and stuff. He's gonna be the next emperor technically and whatnot. And Basby saying like, "Why aren't you pissed off? I would have been fine. Everybody would have been perfectly fine. All the Sternritter would be perfectly fine if you became the successor and everything." And Hoshfeld doesn't really care at all and whatnot. But maybe like deep down he does have feelings and gets like frustrated, but he just never shows it and everything. So seeing that was like really cool to see, the Wandenreich and everything, and the music for the Wandenreich, bro. Oh my gosh, like it's phenomenal. And then like seeing like again going back to like the beautiful visuals in this episode were like above and beyond top notch stuff. Like the beginning with like the origins of Yuak, and then you got the visual of Uryu in front of his mother's grave, with all of those graves of like the Quincy's that like died from the what is called the Ashfallen, I believe, like the selective system that Yuhawk does to like take their power and everything. Like there was a reason that Uryu survived or something like that, and that's why he's the successor and whatnot. And like Uryu, bro, he's scheming. He's scheming. He's there for a reason, but maybe Yuak doesn't even know. Maybe he does. I mean, who knows? And then he drinks the blood, so now he has like his Stern Ritter, like he has the Shrift, which is A, and you're gonna understand what that A stands for later on, and it is broken. OP. Oh my god, I'm good. I'm loving it, everything. So now we go to the Soul Society. We got Ichigo, my boy, taking his shirt off. You know, I ain't gay or nothing. I ain't about that life. But Ichigo, what are you doing to me, my guy? That was like hilarious to me. And he decided like he's going to train with Ichibei, and like Ichibei is going to train him to go beyond a Soul Reaper and everything. Like Ichigo's not going to stand a chance against Yuak at this state right now. So then he brings like Ichibei brings him into a special room, which is all of these. I'm pretty damn certain that these are all anime only like visuals and whatnot. Like the specific place that Ichibei brings Ichigo into, that only the Soul King is capable or able to give permission for somebody to go in, and he gave permission to Ichigo to go in there. And the visual of it, it looks like a bridge with like, you know, a shrine gate type of thing, and Ichigo walking through it is like, the visual was nuts. Like, again, the visuals were nuts this episode. You got him going through there, and then you got, you know, Rukia and Renji, like, you know, they're pretty much training, but like they're standing in a single spot, like sweating and working hard and stuff. And then you see like Ichibei telling him like, wow, you guys are looking good. You guys are chatting. The first time you came here, you guys were crouched down on the floor, which is kind of interesting. Like, is it like a heavy gravity, heavy humidity, heavy something within that room that made them look like they're crouching on the floor, like being crushed and stuff? And like the training is just so cool to see. You got Rukia training with Renji, like his like her man's Renji and everything, and then like the funny little moment of him saying that, like, you know what? How do you have that guy's number, the hot spring dude? I forgot his name, but I'll remember it again. But like her getting the notice that Byakuya is like pretty much fully recovered right now, and bro, the dialogue that Byakuya has was so cool to me. Like him saying that, like, because I survived, I need to gain a power strong enough, like, for me to for it to be able to get to my head. So like just that dialogue alone, it's like pretty much like, I need to gain a power strong enough for me to become like arrogant with it. That's kind of like what he was saying. I'm like, that is such a cool dialogue, period. Like, I love that. I love like the extra scenes of us seeing Ichigo like training, and then he's gonna start training with Ichibei, and then Ichibei is gonna start training with Rukia and Renji, which I'm so excited to see. I'm so hyped to see. I'm ready for it. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I'm ready for it. And then, like, you know, the whole everything with, like, you know, Orihime and Chad and all of them in Hueco Mundo training, and like Orihime with like a ponytail would look so absolutely adorable. And her moment of that little dialogue of her saying, this feels like so peaceful out here, that like not that like a war is imminent and stuff, like what Chad said, but like peaceful, and that like they're all helping each other out, like humans being in Hueco Mundo, helping each other out to protect all these worlds. Like it feels like, you know, I agree with her, kind of like a peaceful time like this, so they could last forever, so that they don't even have to go to war, like in general and stuff. And you know, Orihime, I feel you. I really do feel you. You don't want to go to war and everything. But it's obviously going to happen. You know, the Stern Ritter and the Stern Ritter and the Quincy's have invaded already. It's already happening. This shit is gonna go nuts. It's gonna go crazy already, and I'm hyped and ready for it. And then, like, Oh, I'm ready for it. And then like you got Tatsuki and Keigo and them like talking to Shinsui, and Shinsui's just like there to tell them because they're his best friends. Those are Ichigo's best friends, and Ichigo with the powers that he's going to gain going through this space that only the Soul King can give permission for somebody to go through. He might not be able to, like, the power that he gains, he might not be able to go to the world of the living. He might not. And so like Shinsui, honestly, he's a great guy. I love him as the first division commander now, and like he's just fantastic. That he gives them soul tickets for them to visit Ichigo if it comes down to Ichigo having to stay in Soul Society. Just so like there it would be a disservice, like what Shinsui said, a disservice to them and a disservice to Ichigo if they weren't ever going to be able to see like Ichigo ever again. So he's being so considerate to them, but more so to Ichigo, that like his best friends deserve to know what's going on and them not being in the dark about everything. And like, and that's how I believe it ends with the immediate invasion of the Serete. Shit's gonna be going down and everything. And I'm hyped and excited. Not hyped and excited for Giselle, that motherfucker, not even caring about that character. You'll understand why later. Disgusting, trash, scumbag character. I just, it's whatever. But overall, this episode, absolute build up, banger of an opening. The ending was fantastic, and like just the visuals of like, just like the simple visuals of like Uryu and like the cup with the blood that he drank from Yuhawk like dripping down, and seeing all the shadows of the Quincy behind like the Soul Reapers and stuff, terrifying and everything. And then like, oh, and that quick sequence of like Hiyori and the other visors, like Lisa and them, like taught like it, like Shinji's telling them like, you guys gotta help please and whatnot, and Hiyori's like, all right, we'll do it. This is the making sure that the Soul Society, the world of living, like branches, like so they stay like connected and like make sure they don't get disrupted. That was funny. And seeing Hiyori again was just great and whatnot. And then like the tent in Huecomundo when Kisuke like comes out, and then you see those two people that show up immediately like for half a second. Bro, I'm ready for that shit. That's gonna be so good. I'm hyped that they're back again. I'll just say that they're back again. I'm not gonna say anything else, just that again, they're back again. I'm ready for that. I'm excited. Everything is shaping up to be absolutely nuts this season. The visuals were already insane from literally the first like scene or sequence with the origins of Yuwak, like the moment of seeing that flashback in Uryu's head of him standing in front of his mother's grave with all of those Quincy graves around him. That visual was nuts. The visual of Ichigo going through that specific, like I would say specific realm or specific room of like glowing grass with like the bridge with that shrine gate at the end. Absolutely nuts, beautiful. And bro, again, Bambi, oh, best way. Hey, he went out in a very pleasurable way. Let me just say that. He hit that, and then she instantly killed him. There's no way that her shirt being down like that, it didn't do nothing. I mean, like, the way to go, the last thing that you do before you go out, hit that, boom, gone. Good on you, my guy, for having her choose you when she was in a bad mood. Fantastic. Loved it. Anyways, that is it for like my, review and stuff. I'm only going to do reviews for this Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War, the entirety, because I already read it, and I don't want to do like just like not fake reactions, but like I feel like my reactions would be better if I didn't read it and I just watched the anime. But I read it all those years ago. I know exactly what happens and stuff. So I'm mostly just gonna be doing reviews and like my thoughts on certain things that were in like the manga, and then stuff that were actually in canon filler, like anime onlys, like the whole thing with Ichigo going through that like through that bridge with like the grass, and then the gate, the shrine gate and stuff, like that whole Soul King realm that the Soul King gives permission to people to enter and stuff. That was nuts. Loved it and everything. That was anime only, and it was beautifully done, and it was fantastic. So I just love it, and I'm excited to see where this goes. This was a build-up chapter of what's coming literally next episode. It's going to be nuts. Bro, it's gonna be crazy, and I'm hyped and excited, and I'm ready for it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But what did you guys think about the episode? Leave down in the comments your thoughts about the episode, your thoughts about what I said about everything, and like the video if you did. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. See, I haven't done this this ending like outro in a long time. So, but anyways, subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, theory discussion videos, and things like that. So, gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most important, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty, all right? So, peace and love, and I will see y'all later in the next video. Peace out. May the force be with you always. Plus, ultra, la, tom, bon, kai, soul reapers. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh yeah, and also, yo, Yoruichi and Kisuke in the opening theme, straight fire, dude. Everybody got that fashion in that opening sequence. Let me tell you, gorgeous.